Hey everyone, thanks for listening to the Shadows of the Moons podcast, where we talk about everything from aliens to metaphysics, cryptoids to cover-ups, witchy stuff to awakenings. And at the end, if we have time, some tarot readings to throw in there. But we discuss it all with you at shadowsofthemoons.com. You go there, hit the podcast button, and chat away with us. We look forward to seeing you there. Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you for joining me today. Well, today's podcast type thing is a little bit of a rant. So, last night, a lot of times I'm in YouTube at night, or I'm on YouTube at night, and I check out different live paranormal stuff and everything. And there's these two that I listen to basically every night, depending on the guests. But so last night I was in one and they had a psychic on and everything, which is awesome. New to him, so I tend to watch or listen, feel them out, you know what I mean? But anyway, so I'm in the chat room and I'm chatting away. I gotta tell you, I kind of got a little upset. And I really shouldn't, but I did. So, to me, when you're talking paranormal things, so what happened was, like, I was in the chat room, and this one girl was talking about, how her house might be haunted or whatnot, and stuff like that, which happens, you know, but there was another person in the chat room that said, oh, it's this, I feel it's this, which was like a Draco energy or something like that, which is like, she explained it that it was like gargoyles or whatnot, and what she should do and stuff like that. And it's great. I love people giving other people advice. But to me, you shouldn't be giving advice like that until you've actually really, you know, it wasn't malevolent, or anything like that. You know, different, I don't know, I guess because I've researched paranormal since I was like 16, 17 years old. Which is funny because I'm more of a skeptic now. Not that there's paranormal, but I'm more of a skeptic of proof. A lot of things don't scare me anymore. I'll put it to you that way. A lot of things that happen don't scare me as much as they used to when I was 16 or 17 and just starting out in the paranormal. But I wouldn't give advice to somebody if I didn't know. Like, I want to know somebody's background, what they believe in, if they have a religion, what's going on in their life. Because a lot of times that's what it is. It's, to me, each individual person is a creator of their own world, okay? And to me, people sometimes create negativity, and it can turn into other things. I don't know, I guess it makes me upset when people just jump in and say, oh, you have this, and now give the person a heart attack because, oh my God, they have this, when it's not that. It's something little. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, if I get upset, and my son can attest to this, I'll tell you a little story here. When my son was younger, he's now going to be turning 22 in June. So when he was around, I'd say about 14 or 15, no, younger than that. Anyway, I was with his dad at the time, my ex-husband, and we were upset each other. I want to say we were coming back from a recital or something at school, and we were walking home, and his dad and I were arguing a little bit, and I walked off. Me and Ryan, my son, walked off one way, and my oldest daughter and husband, or ex-husband, walked off another way. They decided to go this way, and we went this way. So anyway, we're going down the street, and I didn't notice, but I was getting angrier and angrier and angrier. And, like, me and Ryan were talking like it's no big deal, but inside I could feel myself getting angry. And as we passed under street lights, they would turn off, and then I'd walk to the next one, and it would turn back on, and the other one would turn off. And I didn't even notice. My son is the one that noticed, and he kind of looked at me, and he's like, Mom, Can you calm down? We kind of need those lights to see. When I get frustrated, electronics tend to stop working, which makes me even more frustrated if I'm on them trying to work. Like yesterday, I'm sure you all noticed that Facebook was acting up, and of course it was the day that I was trying to do all my work at once, and so I was trying to post here and post there and post on Instagram and blah blah blah. Nothing was working, so I was getting so frustrated, which in turn, my computer, my laptop that I use, which is a nice laptop, would freeze up. And I'm just like, that's when I'm starting to work and my laptop freezes up, I know, all right, Mess, you need to calm down. You know. So we create these little things in our world that manifest as negativity. And for somebody else to come in and say, it's this, and this, without looking at all the different things. And I'm not saying there's people that can't feel it. They can. But don't freak somebody out over this. And it makes me so mad to see that. And maybe it's just me. I don't know. But, you know, I would sit there and, not that I would check into it or whatnot, but, excuse me, I have a cold, so I'm like, you know, that spring colds that you get. I would have to talk to somebody more, because you can't sit there and go, not knowing their religion, not knowing their spirituality, not knowing what they feel is there. You know what I mean? Oh, something went bump in the night. Oh my God, it's a demon. No, you can't do that. You can't do that. And, you know, I try to put my 2 cents in there, and this person, maybe it's their religion. I'm not going to force, because I'm a witch, or because I believe in certain things that were star seeds and that, I'm not going to sit there and put that into a case, or put that into somebody that asks me, hey, this is haunted, I think. I'm not going to sit there and put my beliefs on them. I want to hear what their beliefs are and what they think it is, and why they think. Has anything changed in the household? Has anything, you know, there's just a lot of different aspects about it. And it makes me so mad. So mad. But what are you going to do? So just be mindful. If you're giving out advice, give out advice, definitely. I'm not saying don't give out advice. Just be mindful of the other person. You know, my biggest thing is what gets me is I love people giving advice and that. My biggest advice to give people is, you have the power to do what needs to be done. You have that power. Everybody does. We all have the power to do anything. Let me break that down a little bit. In the paranormal, just the one that was giving advice or whatnot, that said it was a gargoyle or whatever, she was talking about how she got rid of stuff in her house, which is freaking amazing. That's awesome. And she's like, you know, yeah, I had this cross, and it was so powerful when it left and that, and I tried to give her a compliment. I was like, because of how much you believe in that cross, that's what gave it the power. And the power of Christ, if that's what you believe in. Definitely. It's what you believe in is going to work. You know, the cross is just a symbol. It's not the cross that Christ was crucified on. It was a cross that is manufactured probably in China. You know what I mean? But it's the power that you put into it that had the power to get rid of that bad entity. And people don't understand that. And she's like, no, it was the cross. Everybody should have a cross. Okay, if that's what you believe, but don't put that on me. You know, we are so powerful in our own way that we don't realize it. Hell, I don't even realize it sometimes. You know, I don't, not that I don't believe it, but it's like I'm very scientific. I'm always fighting with myself, because if I cast a spell and it works, I know my spells work. I can feel at the moment that I'm done with it, that if it's going to work or not. But yet, because I don't know how it works, and it's not my job to figure out how it works, I sit there and analyze it because I'm scientifical. my scientific brain takes over my spiritual brain and is like, how does that work? It worked, but I don't know how it works. So I'm constantly questioning everything. So like I said, I'm constantly fighting with myself, you know. What's that saying? If you see me talking to myself, I'm just having a staff meeting. That's basically it. So anyway, I just wanted, just a little podcast I just wanted to express myself. I was a little heated last night, stayed away from the topic, went to another paranormal show and listened to their guests and everything, and had a great time as usual, but I was just it was something that was taken aback. It was just, I did not enjoy that, and it was eating at me bad. So, just remember, people, you are all powerful beings. We have a soul in us that's stronger than the universe. We're from the universe. And the universe wants to be on your side and is on your side and is always on your side. So no matter what, and that goes with what you put into life, you know, trying to drive something negative out, whatever, you're just all powerful. And nobody can tell me different. I've seen it. I've seen it in action. I've felt it in action. So there you have it, folks. Just a little podcast of me ranting. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Well, folks, that's going to do it for this week. So I just want to stop in and say thank you so much for joining us on the Shadows of the Moons podcast. Make sure you pop over to our website, shadowsofthemoons.com, to join in the conversation, read about the services we offer, access the show notes, and discover our social media info. Along with that, if you would like to subscribe to our show on SoundCloud, you can do so, or anywhere you find podcasts. That way you'll never miss a show. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to our chat next week. Talk to you later.